We are in a dire need today to restore our commitment to and respect for the United Nations Charter and the rules of international law, before which we are all equal. We all have a duty to respect and abide by those rules. The ongoing genocide in Gaza that has continued for almost 1 year, and the recent spillover of this war into the West Bank and Lebanon, and the sharp, multifaceted, multi-front Israeli escalation in the entire region, all of which could not have happened if the international community at the time had taken a firm stand that forces the Israeli settlement occupation, what has been imposed on others, namely punitive and deterrent measures, as set forth in the Charter of the United Nations under Chapter 7. The international community today should hasten to put an end to the inferno against the Palestinian and Lebanese peoples, and to rein in the Israeli occupier and its desire to engulf the Middle East region into a state of crisis, conflict, and endless war. The international community should also realize that it is facing a decisive phase in the history of the Palestinian question. A phase that does not accept a return to the status quo ante, a phase that does not accept hesitation or inaction in supporting the national Palestinian project. A phase that does not allow for procrastination in supporting the move towards the establishment of an independent and sovereign Palestinian state as a just, lasting, and final solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. From this podium, at its previous session, the President of the Republic, Mr. Abdulmajid Tebboune, appealed to our United Nations organization to expedite the admission of the full membership of the State of Palestine. This has been done in a less volatile, tense, and tragic circumstance in the occupied Palestinian territory and throughout the neighboring region of Palestine. Today, the question of Palestine is at its darkest historical chapter ever. This approach is inevitable and urgent and self-evident. The full membership of the State of Palestine in this organization remains a crucial step towards the preservation of the two-state solution, towards addressing what the Israeli occupation is gearing up to thwart, a step towards safeguarding the tenets of resolving the Arab-Israeli conflict and the pillars of security and stability in the region. With regard to developments in our regional neighborhood, Algeria's conviction remains firm that in order to address the diverse challenges facing the states and peoples of the region require an international support and global commitment to address the different challenges that weigh heavily on our Pan-African space. This is fully the case for the Sahel region. Apologies, the interpreter notes. In this same vein, we look forward to ending colonization by turning the last page of colonization, which we see on the territory of the Western Sahara. We provide all support for the Secretary General and his personal envoy in their efforts to enable the two parties, the Kingdom of Morocco and the Polisario Front, to resume the path of direct negotiation to reach a political solution that would guarantee for the Sahrawi people the exercise of its inalienable right of self-determination that is not subject to the statute of limitation. And as for those that seek to entrench the status quo of colonization by falsifying the clear facts and through desperate maneuvers to distract attention from what is clear, we would like to reaffirm that colonization must end no matter how long the time passes, and that legitimate rights of the Sahrawi people will be implemented sooner or later. As for Libya, Algeria calls for the expeditious addressing of the scourge of foreign interference, which is sowing discord in that brotherly country and fueling clashes and conflicts among its people. Only then can our Libyan brothers come together on a consensus that begins to achieve the goals of national reconciliation and fosters a trend towards the organization of fair and free and transparent elections. All of this in the service of the high purpose that we desire from the bottom of our hearts, which is the unification of Libya, its people, its territory, its government, and its institutions.
وعلى الصعيد القاري.
Tell us what you think in the comment section. Like and share the video, and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our African videos. It's the best way to support us.